One day a philosophy professor stood in front of his class and he had an empty jar with him, and he said, "Is this jar full?" Of course they said, "No, it's empty." So he started filling the jar with golf balls one by one, and the jar started getting full. And he asked them again, "Is the jar full?" And they said, "Yes, it's full now." Then he took some pebbles and he started putting them in the jar. The pebbles went into the spaces between the golf balls. "Is the jar full?" he asked again. The students laughed. "No, of course not." Then he brought in some sand and he poured it into the jar. The sand filled all the remaining spaces in the jar. "Is the jar full?" he asked. The class was in on the joke now. They laughed even harder. "Yes, it's definitely full now." Finally, the professor took a glass of water and he started pouring it into the jar. The jar was already full to the brim, and as it overflowed, water spilled out. The class was amazed. Some were rolling in the aisles with laughter, while others were confused. The professor smiled and said, "This jar is your life. The golf balls are the big things in life: your family, your health, your passions. The pebbles are the other important things: your job, your house, responsibilities. The sand, that's the small stuff: social media, distractions, the noise of life. If you fill the jar with sand first, there's no room for what really matters. But if you start with what's truly important, there will always be room for the rest." Then one smart Alex student called out, "What's the water for?" And the professor grinned. That's to show that no matter how full life seems, there's always room for coffee with a friend. The students all nodded, realizing the importance of making time for the little things in life.